mkuu wa mkoa aje, atatoka tu ndani leo. Vijana tumechoka. Yaani barabara sasa hivi zimetoka kama bangi, washindwa kukamata wafuta bangi.
Waombe wa Tanzania wale ambao bado wako nyumbani wajitokeze, waende wakafanye wakatimize haki yao, wakapige kura, chagua viongozi wanaowataka ili nchi yetu tumalize zoezi hili la demokrasia.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to another video. My name is Powers, and today this is really different. This is next door. Like, this is crazy, guys. Africa is drowning. Africa is waking up, but the leaders who are in power does not see that. But in the same case, Africa is breaking into pieces. Listen. People don't understand what's going on in the youth today. They already realize that we are ready to take the nation to the top. If you cannot give service to people what they want, they are going to kick you out in either way. Look what happened in Madagascar. Look what happened in Tanzania. And before we go into this news, today is Tanzania. We did Madagascar and we check it out. You can do it in Burkina Faso. You can go check it out. But this is actually going too worse. Madagascar fell into the same trap. In 2009, they removed a person who was like drowning the country, taking the money and doing nothing for the country. They brought in a president who did the same thing. That's the problem I said what in Africa. You promise and don't deliver. If you don't promise and don't deliver, they will kick you out. So Tanzania lost Magufuli. The president who came in promised a lot of things to the people, and she did actually nothing. And the country was actually doing well, not until she became a one-week dictator. Yeah. Well, I was thinking, like, why did she do it? How do you prison your own opposition leaders and you think you are arranging elections? People are not blind. She has her own people who actually elected her, but you cannot think that people are going to be like we are waiting for this moment. What are you thinking? What are you going to do for them? This happens in Africa. It happened in Burkina Faso. It happened in Madagascar. You saw it. And it's coming right next to you. We just got surprised. Yeah. After the last elections, the Cameroon president became the oldest president in the world to still be in power. And everybody was like, yo, how Cameroonians do that? Why did they let him to do that? We don't know their problem, but that was crazy. And I was like, man, who leads a country until 93, 92 years of age? He's been in power for the past 50 years, you know? And he's the greatest and he's the only man to do that. Nobody's going to do that again. So we're still reading that news. Madagascar in chaos, and Tanzania is actually arresting her oppositions. You cannot do that as a leader, as a president, and you want to win people's energy and do things. You can do it either way, but how can you be the only person on the ballot paper? This is history made by actually a lady in power, a person who just came into power and do this. But Tanzanians were like, no way, no way. Tanzanians said no.
Mikataba wanaamua kutulia na pikipiki, wenyewe wanakuja kukamata. Wengine si raia. Ni kwamba tumetoa elimu ya kutosha na tunaendelea kutoa elimu ya kutosha.
As a young African who is a patriotist, I ask for African leaders, don't destroy our countries. Kids, young youth are hungry. See, whenever there's chaos in a country, look at what's happening in Tanzania. They are breaking things and they're not going to stop until they get whatever they want. So if you see that is coming to your country and you are old enough to give out what people are demanding from you, please just do that. Give them people what they want. Provide services if you promise. If you can't provide, leave the chair. Let other leaders do that. But this party for this president just made history because of her. It has never happened into this party. Never, ever, ever. It's been in power for a long time. And everybody was like, yeah, it's doing really well. But right now, it's not. Woman changed everything. Woman stole the votes. He didn't steal, like, he was like, I am the king. I'm going to be the only one on the ballot paper. How can anybody be on the ballot paper and you have oppositions in jail? Because she got scared. She's going to be losing the vote. But what she said to people after this, before actually arresting these people, she said that they're going to put fire in people, tell them not to vote, because they already knew that she's going to do something with the vote. But Africa we need today doesn't need things like this. We don't need the case. But if you don't deliver, if you don't do what you promised people, you're going to get a situation like this. We are actually only going behind. We are not going forward. This election is going to go on in Uganda. We don't know what will happen. Thankfully, in Cameroon, it was not like this, because I think they wanted him to go back on power. In Kenya, it's coming up soon, and I don't know what will really happen. Check onto my channel, subscribe to my channel, watch my videos every day, because I talk about things like this. We need a united Africa. We need Africa that can manage themselves. We need Africa that can not be manipulated by anybody or become a dictator in any case, because this is your country, we are your people, and we have to rule ourselves. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Powers. You can follow me on TikTok, AfroNation. You can follow me on Facebook, AfroNation, and you can also follow me on Instagram, AfroNation. Peace. See you in the next video, where I'm still following up actually on this case of Tanzanian riots, as we're still sharing more information. If you want to join the conversation onto my channel, go into the comment section, put your own thinking. Anything you can comment is actually helpful to people who read it or to me who made the video. See you in the next video.